Hey there, I think you already know where you are. Today we'll be clearing out the demon ruins, get the final Lord Soul and get rid of some DLC bosses. That's about everything I've come up with for the intro, so let's just get to it. Starting off at the entrance of the demon ruins, we immediately head over to the Isolith shortcut. However, instead of going inside, we go through the fog wall and fight the demon fire sage. This is basically just a stray demon with a different texture and a little bit more health. While it isn't very noticeable due to the fact that this guy is pretty tanky actually, he is, funnily enough, weak to fire. I'm not making this up, by the way. After he goes down, we can immediately access the next boss because the devs didn't really have time to make anything that's in between those bosses. Welcome to whatever this is. Oh, of course he's fire resisted, it would be fun otherwise. Can't have that in a Dark Souls game.
Another one. And another one.
Could you please stop spamming that one move? Fuck, shit. Finally. Yeah, I think I know why I only fought this guy once before. Defeating the centipede demon, or cutting off one of its limbs during the fight, will give you the orange shard ring. This one greatly reduces the damage you take while standing in lava, even if you're under a lava shower like this one. Oh great, I forgot I had to put this one on in order to progress. Guess I'll have to remove Havels for a while. And we're back in Lost Isolith, still as many dragon bots as back then. The upcoming boss fight against the Bed of Chaos is quite infamous in the Dark Souls community. These games are usually about analyzing enemy attack patterns and attacking at the right time. So the last thing that I, as well as several other Souls players wanted was a boss fight that was heavily reliant on RNG. Want to dodge the hand swipes? Well, you'll have to react fast enough because there are no telegraphs, and even if you manage to dodge, you will probably still get shoved away. This gets even worse when the ground just starts to break down. This isn't even a real boss fight, you only need to destroy these roots on both sides, then run to the middle and one-shot this thing. It shouldn't have even been in the game. But I mean, hey, at least you get checkpoints after destroying the roots, so it isn't that infuriating, but it's still pretty annoying having to run back to the boss fight. But alas, we have to find Lord Soul, and now... well, now it's time to enter the DLC. And we're immediately starting off with, could you please stop shooting at me? Hold still, damn it. Thank god that was annoying. Heading further into the DLC map, we stumble across the Royal Woods. Whoa. Okay, that came out of nowhere. Do you want something from me or... okay, never mind. Well, I guess it's time for another boss fight then. And he buffed himself. Welp. Guess I'll do something else first. Aside from killing all of the bosses, I also had some other goals for this run. I still need to work on my build a little bit. The base stats that I'm going to need for it to be finished require me to be level 99. Getting there costs a lot of souls, way too many in fact, and while there are some pretty decent farming spots in the game, it would just take an eternity to get there. However, there is a way to do this a little bit faster, even if this way is a little cheaty. This game has a glitch called quantity storage. By using it, you are essentially able to dupe any item you want. There are a bunch of variations for this glitch, depending on if you want to dupe consumables or something else. There are also different but similar ways to use this glitch depending on what console you use, or if you're playing on PC. Since I'm playing on PC, my method is going to involve a controller and a mouse. I also want to dupe souls, so my method is going to look a little bit like this. First, select the soul item that you want to duplicate. If you have more than one of it, then drop all the others so you only have one in your inventory. Then rearrange it so it's the second item in your inventory tab, right underneath your Estus flask. Next up, go to any merchant that sells wooden arrows and buy as many of them as you can. Ideally, you would buy 999 of them, being the maximum quantity. Then open your menu, navigate to the arrow section and select the wooden arrows. Once you do that, hit drop, select the maximum amount by pressing down once, and instead of hitting OK, hit cancel. This will store the quantity of 999 for later use. Then use the shoulder buttons to navigate to the system menu, select brightness with the D-pad, and then hit both the confirm button and the right shoulder button with a very small delay. If you do this correctly, you will have the brightness menu on top of the inventory. Now navigate down once with the D-pad and hit OK. Then use your mouse and hover over the quit game option. Press confirm on the controller and this prompt should be visible. Press down once in order to select the maximum quantity, hit OK, and watch as your souls consume 999 times. If you get this prompt instead, just start over. This does happen sometimes, but if it does, don't worry. This doesn't mean that the glitch is patched or anything, it still works. Using this glitch, I obtained enough souls to reach level 99 and reach the necessary stat points for the build. Then I realized that the level cap of 99 only existed in the original Dark Souls, and the remaster kinda improved everything so you can get 99 in every stat except the level. So I just maxed out both Vitality and Endurance, as well as gave myself some resistance. I mean, if you already have the souls for that, why not? After that, I also went back to Firelink, fully upgraded my Pyromancy Flame because that's also necessary, and with all of that out of the way, it's time to get Black Flame, which is the final thing I'm going to need for the build. In order to get that, I need to go back and finally put an end to Artorias, so if you'll excuse me, I'm just going to do that real quick.
Standing above his defeated foe, the undead warrior rejoiced. He had almost reached the end of his journey. But could he do it? Could he overcome the last challenges that were set before him? Well, that is a story for another time.